You want to get away from Caitlin Clark? You're demanding to be traded away from the most popular team in the WNBA? You want to leave the Indiana Felines. You want to leave the only team that people are actually watching. Normally, it's the other way around. Normally, when you have a popular team, every player in the league wants to play for them. I remember in the 90s, NBA players wanted to play in Chicago. Even today, there are a handful of teams that players want to play for. Lakers, Celtics, the Knicks. Why? Because those are the teams that people are watching. But DeWanna Bonner, she's demanding to be traded to another dump. She wanted to get away from the mainstream spotlight and play for one of the other 12 teams that no one really gives a shit about. Clearly, there was a time not that long ago when DeWanna Bonner wanted to play in the mainstream spotlight. During the offseason, she willingly signed a one-year contract with the Indiana Felines as a free agent. The Felines offered her $200,000 for one season of pretend basketball. Now, for most players in the WNBA, that is career earnings. DeWanna Bonner, she was set to be given that much money in one season. During the first week of the season, everything seemed to be fine. DeWanna Bonner was in the starting lineup. I remember their first game against the Chicago Bravado, which started the season-long tradition for the Bravado of getting their ass kicked. I remember that first game, Caitlin Clark and the rest of the Felines. They were busting their ass trying to help DeWanna Bonner move up the rankings of leading scorers in WNBA history. If I remember correctly, I believe she moved up the rankings on that special day by scoring her 4th point of her career. For a while, everything was fine. The Felines were holding hands. They were singing songs. I love you, you love me. Let's pretend that we're dunking. So, what ended up happening? What led to DeWanna Bonner demanding to be traded? And what led to the Indiana Felines ultimately releasing her? At this point, no one knows for sure, but I'm starting to wonder if ego was the reason for this divorce. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channel in the description below. After the first week of the season, DeWanna Bonner was replaced in the starting lineup by Lexington Hull. And that's when it seems like things started to deteriorate. Earlier this month, DeWanna Bonner stepped away from the team for personal reasons. Problem is, she never came back. She stepped away on June the 10th. According to my calendar, it's now June 25th. Which means the Felines have not seen DeWanna Bonner in the last 2 weeks. And now, her face is returning to the side of a milk carton. Earlier this morning, the Felines announced that they were releasing DeWanna Bonner from her contract. They couldn't find another dump that was willing to trade for her. Probably because there wasn't another team willing to pay her $200,000 a year. According to the Indy Star, DeWanna Bonner didn't feel like she fit with the Felines. Me personally, and this is pure speculation, I think DeWanna Bonner was pissed off because she was taken out of the starting lineup. We often see this with veteran players in the NBA. We saw it with Carmelo Anthony towards the end of his career. And look, there's nothing wrong with it. If DeWanna Bonner feels like she can still contribute, if she feels like she's still a starting caliber player, then the best thing for her is to leave Indiana because she damn sure is not going to be starting there. The Fever are a very young team. Most of their core players are in their early 20s. DeWanna Bonner is pushing 40. I'm sure there was a generational gap in the locker room. I'm sure she felt like she didn't fit on the court or in the locker room. DeWanna Bonner now has 48 hours to clear waivers. Other teams will have the option in the next 48 hours to pick up her current contract. My guess is that ain't happening. After that, DeWanna Bonner, she will be an unrestricted free agent. She'll have the freedom to sign wherever she wants, where she will potentially be making the veterans minimum in the WNBA, which I believe veterans minimum is still being paid in pesos instead of dollars. But give me your thoughts on this. DeWanna Bonner demands to be traded by the only team in the WNBA that people care about. Me personally, I think she was aggravated because her role was being reduced. DeWanna Bonner is a two-time champion. She has been a starter in the WNBA for over a decade. That is a tough adjustment to make. It's tough to accept a lesser role, especially when you're not ready for it. It's tough to go from being a starter to being a bench player or not even in the rotation. Is that the reason? Did DeWanna Bonner want out of Indiana because she was being phased out of the rotation? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.